Rick Davies off target at Football Park. But at the Adelaide Oval, Grenville Dietrich spot on. And tough, the nature of the game at Glenelg. Good evening and welcome once again to League football action. We're now right on the halfway mark of the minor round for season 1985, and still North Adelaide has the perfect record. But the Roosters aside, the competition is one of the closest for many years, and the predictions, I must say from personal experience, continue to stray. Looking at the results then of round 11 today, and at Football Park, West defeated South by 46 points. At the Adelaide Oval, North Adelaide made it 11 straight, defeating Torrens easily by 68 points. At Brighton Road, in the upset of the round, Glenelg defeated Norwood by 20 points. At Unley, Sturt had to fight hard against lowly Port Adelaide, but they won by 23. And at Woodville, Central District defeated the home side by 31 points. Well, first tonight we're going to take a look at the Football Park match between two of the season's disappointing sides, South and West. It was a case of 10th against 8th, but certainly West, and since the arrival on the scene by Rick Davies, South also have promised better things than those positions would indicate. Well, South led by 17 points at quarter time. West then got back into the match in the second quarter to lead by 5 at half time, and we're going to pick up the match early in the third quarter. With me in commentary, Jerry Harrison.
Oh, it's West Adelaide by 6 points. Miller getting up high, Borchardt forcing it through. Going to ground was Glyn Hewitt. Bennett works it out, but it's there to Martin, who has an airy. Woodhall off the ground, and the umpire rules kicking in danger. We're seeing the second free kick paid a lot here as Philip Brooksby goes wide for Campbell. He's got Darryl Hewitt further afield, but he fires in looking for Schneebichler. Shaw spoils. Cantalaftis mops up, goes in short. Filkey. Good take. Hamilton. Driving direct and long, inside centre half forward. Miller using the body well, and beautiful mark. In command, Lockman appealing, but it was Woodhall, again, who used the body extremely well. And he has an opportunity now, with one goal already credited to his name, to put West Adelaide a little bit further ahead. Directly in front, calm conditions. Woodhall kicks his second. West Adelaide to a 12-point lead. 7-11, South Adelaide 6-5.
West lead by 2 goals at the 6-minute mark of the third term. Now Miller about to send them forward again. A shocking kick. But Des Herbert over the top to Goodwin. Just on the ground. He goes over the top again and doesn't make the distance. See, it was there for the taking, but South come away. Up towards centre wing, Bennett for West Adelaide. On by hand, Grosser. He chips the ball over the top. Now faulting. In towards the fly from Miller. Just drifting across the front of the pack and pulling in a good mark. Miller just 30 metres out from goal, straight in front. A chance now to kick his first and extend the lead to 18 points. That's exactly what he's done. And the blood's looking much better now. The further the match goes, the better West look, and South in trouble. 8-11 to 6-5.
South Adelaide faltering in the early part of this third term as West Adelaide lead by 18 points. Shaw goes off the deck into the path of Bennett and then backing up Shaw, but Bennett comes clear. Gives it wide for Faulting. He's had a bit of the fumbles most of the day. Into the centre half forward spot. Filkey looking for the free kick, which didn't come. Knocked on by Borchardt, taken by Witt to David Kapler, and off hands it finishes with Bennett. Half forward right they go. Schneebichler's loose. He had the supporting run of Menzel. Now he drives into the lead of Harris. Davies up there with him. Harris gets up high. Play on is the call. Nayley working through. Oh, high tackle against Bennett. Two number 17s. Mark Nayley, who has been a prolific kick getter, goes in for Davies on the lead. And Davies, too alert for Andrews, has an opportunity now for goal number 4. Quite an acute angle, but distance not a problem. And no conditions to contend with. Calm as it could possibly be at Football Park. But Davies puts it through for a point for South Adelaide to trail by 17 points.
John Cantalaftis out short. Winter put down after he got his kick. So upfield it goes. Des Herbert towards half forward. The numbers there. Goodwin towards centre half forward. Almost a clash there. Martin coming down for South, but Des Herbert, in fact Carl Herbert, down towards full forward. Woodhall with the run of it. Slides down, then knocks it out. Lockman first to it for South. Now Bennett controlling the ball well for West, and he goes towards full forward. Miller again. Play on the call though. Goes out now to Menzel. Spills to Hewitt. Honour. Back it can go for Hewitt. Then up the centre wing where David Kapler waits for it. Towards half forward. Looking again for Harris. Shaw though to Cantalaftis. Out he goes wide. Bad fumble there by Rennie. Allows Naylor in. Naylor into the open goal square. Davies an easy mark. Oh dear. The $6 million fumble there from Rennie. A very, very costly fumble. He knows it. Davies has 3, 2 of which have been kicked from this distance, but the other 2 have gone through for goals.
Just when I needed you most. And Big Ron goes short for Cantalaftis. Trying to get some run into this West Adelaide side. Hamilton provides it into the centre wing area. Troy almost, but good body work by Carl Herbert. Into the space at centre half forward. And Woodhall sets and takes magnificently. Woodhall beginning to prove a bit of a problem up there. Lockman lacking the centimetres in height. And Woodhall with 2 goals already against his name, goes long and direct. And through for 1 goal. Just carried through. And the 3rd goal to Woodhall puts West Adelaide 22 points clear. 10-11 to South Adelaide 6-7.
22 points in favour of West Adelaide. And South needing to do something quickly as Troy slams the ball forward for them, but Cantalaftis in the way. Umpire Kinnear decides there's a free kick down there to West Adelaide's Winter. The centre wing. Randall Bennett. Infield he goes. Kick from Micken. Down towards the square. Easy goal. It's looking so easy to skip a Borchardt on this occasion. And the further this match goes, the further West go ahead. They trailed by 17 points at quarter time, but then led by 5 at half time. And with goals like that from Borchardt, they've increased their lead to now 28 points, approaching the halfway mark of the 3rd term. West lead by 28 points. David Kapler couldn't quite mark it. Darryl Hewitt back towards Schneebichler, who'll fly. Micken trying to shepherd out and then trying to knock it out to Goodwin. Came off. Now Hamilton working his way clear towards centre wing. Grosser in the middle though. South Adelaide was through Hewitt, picked up through Troy. Micken again couldn't mark, but he'll get the free kick against John Schneebichler, right across the face of goal. He's found faulting. Into the middle to Bennett. Late on the scene was Honour. Out wide for Winter, who tries to knock on, but it goes only as far as Honour. Now Martin wheeling onto that right boot. Towards Schneebichler. But at the back, the flyer there was Davies. Cross ground, David Kapler. Now he was off, but the umpire decided he'd give him the benefit of the doubt. And 2 steps forward, 4 steps back. It was okay for David Kapler. From 35 metres. That's his second. And South Peg one back, but they're well behind. Now 7 goals, 7, 49. West 10-11, 71.
Right forward pocket now for West Adelaide. Williams, who's playing at full forward, uses the body well, eyes the goals off. It's an unprotected goal square. Filkey dropping down from his centre wing, reading the play beautifully, and should goal from point-blank range. He has one, which he kicked in the second term. Opportunity for his second as he puts West Adelaide back to a 28-point lead. 11-11, South Adelaide 7-7.
Back in the middle as Micken gets it to Herbert. Half forward, the mark paid, as it should have been, to Borchard. The West captain. His return to the league side today in short. Woodhall couldn't pick it up. Now Micken can, though. Long towards full forward. David Kapler. Out wide. He's picked out a teammate there. Troy. High towards the middle. Derek Shaw's thump straight to Micken. Back to Shaw, who couldn't pick it up on the way through. Another chance for Schneebichler. As it goes to Witt. The knock-on favours Harris. He's at half forward. 50 metres out and drives long. Oh, good goal. A good kick from Darren Harris. And South needed that one and many more. South now 8 goals, 7, 55. West 11-11, 77.
Much more constructive football from South Adelaide. Working it out of defence. A nice tap over by Schneebichler and a better one further on for Harris. And then magnificent casual shepherding right on the line by Davies, showing his experience for a goal to Darren Harris. 20 minutes gone in this third term, and South are down by 22 points, struggling to get back into the game. Martin working through. Will get clear. Balances, puts it up towards the goal square. Davies versus Andrews, and Davies once more the victor. Well, he's proved a handful for Big Ron today. 3 goals, which just as easily could have been 5. He's missed 2 simple shots. He's on an acute angle. Bit of a breeze blowing up across his body from his right to left. But he has converted for goal number 4. The 9th for South Adelaide. They now trail by 16 points on 8 goals 7 to 9-7 in fact to West Adelaide 11-11.
Ron Andrews. Looking out there for Winter. Oh, good mark. Knocked out by Nailey, had one hand to it and then took it with both hands on the second attempt. The half-back was punched away from Borchard. Now Herbert. Back to Winter. His kick high towards half-back. Harris, but thumped away. Now Filkey for West Adelaide. In towards the centre. It's found Hamilton. Quickly moves it on towards half-forward. Miller dropping back. It was Woodhall coming out to meet it. But South Adelaide, the chance to clear it away now through Campbell to Martin. Dashing up towards centre wing to Schneebichler. Left half forward. Oh, fumbled what he should have taken. Cantalaftis, the mopper. Out it goes to Rennie. And the mark taken on centre wing, Herbert. Now towards half forward, Bennett. Now Miller. And the lead and the mark accepted there from Woodhall. Good, clean work down the outer side there by West Adelaide, giving Woodhall the chance to kick his 4th. Not quite the distance, but the mark in the square for South Adelaide by Brooksby. Now, Lockman to Troy. Now Nailey. Left half back. Up towards centre wing. Schneebichler with Shaw. Shaw at the back. fist to it. Campbell trying to keep it in play to Shaw. And picked up for West Adelaide. Infield it goes. The kick towards centre half forward. Woodhall the target. Was thumped away from him. Herbert. Out wide, but Witt bursting his way through. An infringement, and Aaron Witt with the free kick.
Goes long, centre half forward spot. Searching for Schneebichler. Off hands Dewhurst, across for Harris. Good tackle, Filkey. Brilliant. West Adelaide break clear, but the ball will be brought back for Filkey to take the kick. He goes wide. Rennie's out there with plenty of space to work in. Able to recover from the mistake and goes short, not well directed, straight to Nailey. Well, he had a brilliant game in the under-23s last week, but he can't get warm today as Nailey goes deep. Davies at the back of the pack. He has outwitted, outmaneuvered, outthought, out everything on Ron Andrews today. 4 goals. No angle to speak of. 45-metre kick. And the coach puts his 5th on the board and brings South to within 10 points. 26 minutes into this 3rd term. 10-7, they trail West Adelaide 11-11. And Michael Lockman takes the kick in. Campbell has dropped loose into the pocket. He drives long up to the centre wing area. It's not a good kick, in fact, because Filkey's first there. He forces it back for Hamilton. Awkward-looking hand pass goes in, and Campbell has time to recover over to Darryl Hewitt. Hamilton interrupts the flow again. Cantalaftis. Filkey, space to work. Looking long. Goes long for Miller. Will be paid the mark. Used the body well in opposition there to Aaron Witt. A little bit more experience. Bodied him back, then took the dive forward and has the opportunity now to kick goal number 2 and give West Adelaide a little breathing space. The 8-minute mark of this final term, and the kick from Miller is direct on line for his second. The 12th for West Adelaide. They move to an 11-point lead, 12-13 to South, 11-8.
11 points in favour of West Adelaide. It's 8.5 minutes into the last quarter as Troy sends South forward. All by himself there, Ron Andrews. And clears it back towards centre wing to Borchard. Witt spoils, though. Or rather, Troy getting the kick. Scrambling forward to Hewitt. On it goes now to Holt. His short pass almost intercepted there by Cantalaftis. Dewhurst. Back it goes to Campbell on the boundary line. Hooking it in towards Schneebichler. And Davies getting the crumbs. But Andrews breaking away. Campbell couldn't take it. Now Herbert hooking it back towards half-back. Good mark. Top mark taken up there by Troy. In towards full forward. Andrews, second bite. Not paid, so hand passes it to Murrett, who knocks on. But Hewitt, Darryl Hewitt that was. And now Campbell. So after some desperate football on the both offensive and defensive parts respectively by the teams, Campbell settling things down, and from 40 metres out there near the boundary line in towards goal, but the easy West Adelaide mark taken by Micken in defence. Micken right in the goal square. In fact, barely enough room from Schneebichler to get the kick away. Out towards Honour and Murrett, the latter in best position and marks well. Murrett at right half back. The hand pass to Hamilton, who's under pressure as he gets his kick, but finds Herbert on centre wing. Now Des Herbert with the aid of a 15-metre penalty against the coach Davies. Kick still down towards half forward. Up high it was Miller, or rather Williams at the back. It's taken by Bennett, who can see the open goals and tries to bounce it through, and he's done just that. Bennett's got his second. A good goal too, because he saw that there was nothing really to kick for downfield, so he lined it up. And I guess he was relying on the accurate bounce. It did just that. It went through the vacant square, and that resulted in West's 13th goal. They're now 13-13, 91, South 11-8, 74.
West Adelaide by 17 points. 11 minutes into this final term as Troy sends South into the half-forward line. Holt knocks on magnificently, spills to Davies, open goal, and he puts number 6 on the board to bring South back to within 11 points and give them hope in this game. 12-8 South, trailing West Adelaide 13-13. South Adelaide refused to be shaken off. 12 minutes in, they are down by only 11 points now as Campbell tries to work it out. Interrupting the flow for West Adelaide was Murat, and the kick comes wide from Micken to find Miller, who drives into towards the goal square. Williams from behind, oh, good mark. Got to the front position at the last moment as he outmanoeuvred Lockman. Perhaps used the hand, but the umpire ruled it legal, and he got in front to put up those telescopic arms and take a telling mark for West Adelaide. Shifted from centre-half back to full forward in the third quarter. He posts his first goal now, giving West Adelaide breathing space. 17 points clear at the 13-minute mark, and still concern from the West Adelaide coaching box.
Yes, at that stage there was concern, but Cale needn't have shown concern because they ran away to win by 46 points. And I think John Cale would have been a little happier today with the desire shown by his players, particularly in the second half. Well, they trailed at quarter time, then built up momentum as the match progressed, leading by 5 points at half-time, 9 at three-quarter time, then rounded it off by piling on 7 goals, 7 to just 2 goals in the final term. For West, Woodhall, Miller and Williams kicked 3 goals each, Filkey, Bennett and Grosser 2, and for South, Davies kicked 6, although he missed 4 relatively easy shots that Davies would normally have kicked with his eyes closed. David Kapler kicked 2 goals. Footy punt, $6.20.